Welcome everybody to Swooning Over Stands, a Grunkle dating sim.
Grunklin for love.
It's been about like a week since we recorded the last one, but let's do this.
In that time, I have decided to get sick.
Yeah, she
clearly
decided
by
to
my
get
own
sick,
choice. Yeah. So enjoy my very nasally voice and enjoy the even worse readings of specific characters from me.
It'll be fine. Alright. Ford steps quickly out of the kitchen and you follow to the doorway, getting there just in time to see the apparent tug of war between Mabel and her pig over a saliva-covered sheet of paper. The paper rips, and after nearly toppling backward from her efforts, Mabel recovers, snatching the scrap of ripped paper from Waddle's jaws and lifting both pieces up victoriously.
Haha! Mabel wins again! Now just gotta find Grunkle Ford!
Ford, who'd run forward and held a hand out to steady this energetic child when she'd been in danger of toppling over, now finds a number of crumpled sheets of paper shoved into his hands. Mabel tugs urgently at his coat.
Grunkle Ford! You've got to help me!
Oh god, I'm not ready. Okay.
Ford kneels down to face Mabel with a serious, though concerned look.
Slow down, Mabel! What's the matter?
Dipper found a stack of pages from your old journals, and I walked in and Waddles ran up and started eating one, and he must have been chewing on it to warn me. Grunkle Ford, because look!
Mabel takes the ripped halves of paper back from Ford's hand and joins them together, holding it up for Ford to see.
I see. And you took it as a warning?
Yes! It says here that it eats small dogs and Waddles a small pig, but he sort of looks like a dog from far away, and Waddles must have feared for his life.
Waddle seems to second this notion with a snort, or not, as it seems the pig is lounging adorably a short distance away in the hallway.
I looked at Ollie after you said that.
He is a pig. A wrinkle-faced ground pig.
No!
Ollie the pug. Ollie the wrinkle-faced ground pig. You can't
No.
imagine what this dangerous predator could be. Some kind of wolf? Something bigger. You're suddenly not so keen on staying anymore.
Remember the pterodactyl I told you about? Waddles was so scared that time. I can't let it leave my side.
Pterodactyl? I suppose pigs are allowed in museums around here.
Why are you saying it with a P?
It's a pterodactyl.
Oh, I thought you were saying pterodactyl.
No, I'm not saying pterodactyl.
I thought you were saying it like Seuss.
You know what? I think I
Anyways.
should.
Okay.
How about I finish that repellent I've got going around that I've never gotten around to completing? That'll keep Waddles safe from harm.
Mabel flops on the floor in relief.
Grunkle Ford, you are an actual lifesaver. Waddles, you have nothing to fear.
Ford chuckles, lifting himself out of the kneel and standing back up.
Alright, I'll go get my recipe.
I sound like I'm in pain.
That's just your normal Ford voice. That's the funniest part.
Oh god.
Ford turns to leave, and you suddenly remember that with nothing better to do for the weeks you're going to be here, it wouldn't hurt to get to know Ford. He seems to know what there is to do around town. Anyway, you'll need that to not die of boredom in the first week. Or more pressingly, you could go check on your car and see what Stan's made of it so far. You're not exactly eager to face seeing your car in the side of the house again, though. Which one should we do, hon?
Oh.
Choices.
Check on the car.
Okay. After Ford leaves, Mabel rolls away with her pig towards the living room, and you head out of the house in search of Stan.
You're in shock after that, Jesus.
You are shocking sometimes, my love.
That's how I stay interesting.
It's not how that's supposed to work.
Well, it is.
Oh.
And you love it. Hopefully the people do too. Or not. Or
Oh.
maybe I'm just the annoying side character.
No.
But,
Who knows? Maybe I'll just edit that part out, though. And they'll just hear my voice be
no
in that
context.
state, and they won't even know. The Mystery Shack should only have 4 main sides, but you feel like you've made your rounds past 5 of them before finally seeing your absolute wreck of a car. You swear it looks even worse than it did when you crashed. Stan stands before it, hands on his hips, as he looks at the large wooden S that's made its indent in the car's hood.
So you're the reason the S fell. Oh, I forgot. We named her Piss Girl.
No, him!
Him! Yes, I forgot it was a dude because I wanted that.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said a Himalaya is what you wanted to be.
Is that?
Yes, that's what you
Oh.
said.
Sounds like me. I don't think I gave her one.
Honey,
him a
maybe
voice.
it's just your voice.
Okay. How bad is it?
Can't tell you yet. Not till I get this letter off the hood that says S. Never did like to stay in place.
Mystery hack. Huh?
Look, if you're gonna insult me... Oh, you're reading a sign. I'm fixing the letter, alright? Just avert your eyes. Don't look at it. Mystery hack! Oh, that is so accurate.
That's literally what it was in the show, though. The S was on the roof, I think.
Okay, that...
So it was.
I feel dumb that I
hack.
never realized that.
Wait, really?
I never realized it. Yeah, it's...
Oh.
Oh...
Help him.
Okay, I'll help him.
Earn those Grunkle points.
Okay, we'll earn those Grunkle points.
Guess we should fix it as soon as possible.
Sounds good to me. Give me a hand here, would you? Stan directs you to help him push the wooden S off of the car. It stalls a little in its wooden dent, but with another firm shove, its end meets the ground. Stan gives it another push with a grunt and it tips, falling completely to the ground with a whoop. Now that it's free of its burden, Stan lifts up the dented hood off the car to take a look inside. He hums and hums and rubs a hand over his chin in thought, walking over to his toolbox and grabbing a tool. So he's grabbing Sophia now before walking back. Still That took you a second.
Wow.
Still assessing the damage.
Damn. Maybe.
Yeah, this one's gonna take a while. You got parts that need replacing. Not to mention she's not gonna look so hot after this. Not unless Ford's got the tech squirreled away somewhere that can smooth out these dents. The more he tells you of the situation, the more this all sinks in. You really are stuck here. Stan spots your worried frown. Hey, piss girl, right? Look, I know how this sounds. With me on the job, you'll be all set and back on the road in no time.
You think so?
Kid, I know so.
No, don't kid me.
Hey, kid, how you doing,
No.
kiddo? How you doing, child? How you doing, infant?
Treat me like a lover, Stan.
I've even got a plan to get those replacement parts of yours. Might not be able to clean up all these scuff marks after I'm done. She'll run. And hey, so maybe you've gotta stay a couple days. So what? There are worse places to get stranded, believe me. In fact, I'd even say the Mystery Shack is the best place to get stranded. You've got all tons of stuff for people just passing through. Merchandise, magic, mystery. Any other M words? Mayhem! You get the idea. Stan tosses the tool in his hand back in the toolbox, exchanging it for another. He works for a while longer in your silence, metallic clanks, and the occasional heavy breath. All that mixes in with the sounds of the doors. The outdoors.
With the doors.
Shut up. You know what? After this, we should play a game called, let me see what the name of the game is real quick. Door Game Deluxe. You play as a
Sure.
door.
Alright.
Or another game called Just More Doors. Anyway,
Oh my god.
you stand by, awkward, uncomfortable, and a little useless.
Can I help with anything?
Know anything about cars?
No.
Stan Strange cracks his back
Hot.
and sets down
Hot.
a tool
So hot.
before leaning casually against the nearest load-bearing surface, wipes his forehead, lets his hand fall to his waist, and gives you an assessing look.
Assess us for dating.
How about collages, tall tales, improv?
Yeah, I think I can handle that. But what does that have to do with this?
You gesture at your stranded car, held in limbo between life and death by nothing other than Stan Pines' car expertise and a little luck. Nothing. I was planning on having you help Seuss around the shack. Favor for a favor. What do you say? Oh, well, it's more interesting than helping Ford with his pest problem. You accept. Alright, follow me. You follow Stan back into the Mystery Shack, passing by the showroom and getting a glimpse of an energetic figure leading a flock of tourists through a veritable sea of obviously fabricated oddities. You hear the words, This is the ninth wonder of the world, right in the Mystery Shack. It's what makes this place world famous, dudes. I don't remember his voice.
I'd say that's decently close.
Okay.
Like, it's...
Thank you. Stan notices your pace slowing as you listen and tosses an explanation back for you. That's Zeus. During operating hours, he's a Mystery Shack's one and only Mr. Mystery. He didn't have to keep the shack running while he's on vacation, but the kid's got a passion for the role. You interested in this kind of stuff?
I was thinking about going on a tour.
Feels weird now that you're staying at this tourist trap, though you were kind of going to poke fun at the exhibits. Hard to do when you have to live around your tour guide.
It's fine, really.
I think I want to give you a tour of this place. You'll get one from the founder himself. You ever hear my plugs on the radio? You weren't really paying attention to the radio during the drive, just taking in the Oregon scenery. See a sign pointing to this place for over a mile down the road? Again, you were pretty occupied with the Oregon scenery, but you did see some signs with question marks on them. That's some vague advertising. Just seeing what works. Bumper stickers, huh? Yeah. Still got one on forward. Anyway, follow me, folks. Well, folk. Stan starts leading you back the way you came. You trail behind him. A little skeptical, but definitely curious.
Didn't you say the founder would lead this tour? Is Zeus the founder?
What? No! I'm the founder. Built this place from the ground up. Well, metaphorically speaking. I mean, the house was here, and the junk was here, but I was the one who spun this place into a wondrous house of mysterious junk. Stan gestures with his arms like he's smoothing out a rainbow. You're not very impressed. Prepare to be amazed! You're still not very impressed, but his energy gets you hoping you'll be amazed anyway. That's a tour group in the showroom right now. So I'll be taking you on a different cycle that completely misses them. We're starting in the gift shop. Wow, such a people person. You enter the gift shop, a simple room crowded top to bottom with a standard tourist souvenirs and merchandise. You see t-shirts with question marks, mugs with question marks, and pretty much everything has question marks. In one corner of the room stands a lumpy attempt of a statue labeled The Founder, recognizable as Stan, only by the nose and glasses. This room usually comes after I butter the customers up to buying things, but since you're staying a while, I'll have plenty of time to sell you stuff later. Take a look around. If you see an impulse buy, make it. Nothing like trusting your instincts.
Founder's statue?
You want us to buy a statue of Stan?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I should have asked Mabel to carve it. You gotta admit that every version of me's got a charming smile, though. What? You can't get it even!
Damn.
Oh my god!
Employee of every month?
Okay.
I guess we're just
Wait, I should have gotten a jar of eyeballs! Then I could have gotten a jar of Christian's eyeballs, maybe. Zeus always been the hardest worker in the place. It's only natural to hand it over to him. Can
jar of eyeballs.
Oh, we sold this thing years ago.
No, thought we sold
this thing years ago. Okay. Nah, I forgot to put a price on it. Just has a dollar sign on it. Stan takes a dark marker and squeezes in a $9.99. Then he goes back and makes it $29.99. That jar's got a lot of eyeballs. Should I just do done looking for now?
Nah, go through this stuff.
Okay. Who doesn't love a good souvenir or t-shirt? They're great for layering. And they've got the characteristic Mystery Shack question mark on them.
What makes it a Mystery Shack question mark instead of just a regular question mark?
You ask too many questions. Or do you? He says that last part in an exaggerated tone that betrays it as a sales pitch. This guy has no subtlety. Pine tree hat.
Pine tree hat?
Dibber used to wear one of those. Zeus tells me they sell like hotcakes after Ford tossed his journals into the bottomless pit. Funny, those events have no correlation. Journals? Bottomless pit?
Why were you reading that in his...
Journals? Bottomless pit? We'll have a chance to swing by the bottomless pit later. It's a prime spot on every tour because the troublemakers always accidentally trip in I get to lead the tour without them for 20 minutes. I'm kidding. Should have seen the look on your face. I just laughed. Alright, let's speedrun this a little bit. I absolutely know how to read that thing, and you should buy it. Freezer full of stuff. Just because you're staying over does not mean you get to sneak over here for a popsicle. I get to do that, but that's because this used to be my place, and I get founder benefits. I also get founder dips on the pineapple ice pops. Pyramid of mugs. You can't actually take one out of that stack. I glued them together way back when. Secret business trick.
And you're telling me because...
No one will ever believe you. Then they'll try it, and the whole stack will fall to the floor. You notice the "you break it, you buy it" sign on the wall. Alright, bye everybody! End of the video!
Oh, bye! Thanks for watching.